This is my video number 181. In this video, I have taken an interesting topic. The topic is beauty and ugliness, two sides of a coin. Is it not interesting? Yes, it's a very interesting topic to deal with. To begin with, I take up the human emotions, the human psychology. It's very natural for anyone to think in different ways. He can put forward his views in a particular situation, and it all depends on the and his psychology and his attitude. A thing which looks beautiful to some person or for some people may be very bad or ugly for others. That's how a thing of beauty is always, of course, is not the beautiful thing for all. It may be ugly also. It may look very ugly for others. So that means you cannot universalize anything, including beauty or ugliness. And if a thing or a person or a woman looks very beautiful for a person, for an individual, then the same woman, same thing, same person may not be very beautiful in respect of others, for some others. This is the reason why we always say yes. That's how you look at the things. That's how you pursue the things, the nature of the thing. That is how, depending on the perception, degree of perception, and way of thinking, and attitude, and emotion, and depending on the situation also, mental situation also, uh, the that level degree of perception of a particular thing also will decide as to whether a thing looks very beautiful or ugly. This is the story. That means, for example, we come across many instances where in the society where we can decide this factor and exemplify this factor in a very glaringly and with examples. In a real situation, say for example, when a couple enters into a conflict, we see many times that the husband argues in one way, but the same problem is put forward by the woman in a different way. That means the husband puts his views in one way, but for the same situation of the problem, the wife puts her views in a different fashion. That means for the same situation, same conflict, same problem, husband and wife have two different views, two different ways of perception, two different degrees of receiving the things uh, for their heart. That's how we always say yes. For every story, there are two sides. That means every story has two sides. Every coin has two sides. That's how we say the beauty and ugliness, nothing but two sides of a coin. In such cases, it's very difficult to identify the truth and whether the husband or the wife, who is right. Whether husband is right because he has put forward his views and is arguing in one way, or the wife is right in her way because she has put forward in her views in a different fashion, for the same situation, same conflict. And that's how, for a judge or a person to judge the situation, the conflict, and the mistake of a particular person, say wife is at fault or the husband is at fault, it's a very difficult situation because both seem to be on right path in their argument. That's how very difficult sometimes to decide a situation, to judge a conflict, and that's why we call every personality has two sides. A person has two sides of his personality. So that's why we call the personality of a person may be very beautiful for some persons, but for others it may be very ugly, is a bad person they call. Some people say he's a very good person, but some other people say, no, it's not that good, he's very bad. So it all depends on. So that means every person has two sides of his personality. Dear viewers, if you like my video and my feelings, kindly share, subscribe and comment. Thank you very much, dear viewers.